All right, so today we're gonna be talking about TikTokers and just the drama surrounding them because it is juicy like the Doja Cat song. Why do I know that? Probably because of TikTok, actually. So if you don't know, some tea has been spilt on the TikToker side of things. You like that little effect? Okay, so what happened? A few things. Let me tell you the first one. So, if you don't know, the biggest TikToker right now is a person by the name of Charlie D'Amelio. She's pretty famous. She has like 70 million followers. So, what happened was her boyfriend, Lil Huddy, maybe his name's Lil Hoodie. I don't know. Maybe he's just, I mean, every picture I've seen of him, he is in a hoodie. So, I mean, that goes with any of these male TikTokers. They're either completely buck ass naked or a hoodie, and there's like there's no variation. It'll be like, they'll be in the Sahara Desert, and they'll just be like, yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm cool. I don't really want to show my, I got surgery recently, so that's why I don't really want to show a scar right now, but I'm good. I'm good, Holmes. I say that as being the kid wearing a turtleneck in summer. Okay, so what happened was Charlie got cheated on by Lil Huddy, and it ended up being like #1 on trending, and it was a big deal. So they broke up. I know, shocking. Uh, and then Lil Huddy, he pulled a 6ix9ine. Now 6ix9ine is a very now I'm thinking I'm now it makes me sound like I'm talking about that like the action rather than the art. I'm talking about the artist 6ix9ine, Takashi 6ix9ine. All right, he's a he's a really fantastic musician. I mean, his lyrically, he is a genius. It goes Kendrick, MF Doom, 6ix9ine. All right, so anyway, yeah, so 6ix9ine, as we all know, snitched, and Lil Huddy was like, okay, yeah, I'll do that, and he ended up snitching on all his friends, and like on Twitter, but it was like a screenshot of the Notes app, which is bad when, like you're gonna get into some shiz when you're on the Notes app, because people are just unfiltered on there, man. All right, I feel like you have way less awareness for what you say and what you type when you're on the Notes app. So he leaked some stuff, and one of those was that the sister of the TikToker that he was dating, Dixie D'Amelio, I don't know why. Okay, yeah, she just got a boyfriend named Griffin Johnson, uh, and apparently the boyfriend cheated on her too. Now, isn't that's a little bit of a predicament, right? It gets funnier though. And you might be saying, why are you laughing at a relationship? That's pretty messed up. Let's see where this is going. So, a TikTok came out saying that from this person, it was a girl saying that, hey, uh, Griffin Johnson hit me up on Snap and asked for pictures of a certain body part. Which one? You would think it'd be one of the rated PG-13 or rated R ones. No, no, no. He asked for toe pics. Toe pics. That's pictures of toes. Because even when you're a very famous TikToker, sometimes you just gotta look at them toes. You know what I'm saying? I look at these things in a very business type of way. So when I look at these people breaking off their relationships in these really bad ways, I'm just thinking about how much of a loss it is in terms of like business. Because the only reason I knew about either of those two dudes is because those chicks were dating them. I don't care about what happens to Mr. Topix now or Mr. Hoodie. I don't care. So another thing that happened, and this is separate from the whole cheating thing. So If you're Will Smith, you must be really happy about that, am I right? Will Smith's situation has made me lose every shred of hope I ever had. All right, anyway, so there was this TikToker named Bryce Hall. You know, sounds like the corridor I go to get to my physics class or something. Like, oh, where's Doctor Jorge's class? Oh, yes, it's down the Bryce Hall and turn left on the Addison corridor. Am I right? Am I right? Am I right? No, no, okay. So anyway, he was on the Logan Paul podcast. I'm a big fan of the Logan Paul podcast. You know, I'm an avid listener. So he was like, "Hey, yo, these Hype House people. The Hype House is like a group of TikTokers. You know, there's also like the Sway House. Like, you guys know Fire Emblem? It's like that, but social media." So Bryce Hall was like,
I just don't think what they're doing is right, and I think their content's whack.
"That's a little funny, cause his content is, and I kid you not, sit in your chairs. I know, everybody take a seat. It is the exact same thing as theirs. Every like TikToker in these houses and Bryce are doing dancing videos. All right, of just them dancing and just like pelvic thrusting to their camera to make all the little 12-year-old girls squee. And like he's dissing that and being like, no, my content, that's a higher art form. All right, that's the Citizen Kane of TikTok. He basically said probably one of the most hypocritical things I've heard in 2020, and that's pretty funny because, well, if you're American, I think you might have an idea. So, what am I trying to get at by telling you all these funny circumstances, in my opinion? Because I'm the one who finds people breaking up and hypocrisy funny. What I'm trying to say is that all of these scenarios are very, very interesting because you got to remember that these people are really young. Like, I mean, some of them are adults, but they're like on the cusp, you know? So, it's just funny because in comparison to when YouTube started, and there was a lot of YouTubers that had just formed, there wasn't as much attention drawn on their personal lives because the internet just wasn't that like popular. Nowadays, of course, we've got like paparazzi channels for TikTokers, like those Hollywood Fix guys. Oh, those guys are some creepy ass mofos, and they're just there in like LA stalking all these like relatively young people, like sometimes like straight up minors, and then they're just like, "Oh, hey, you heard about Jabecki and Jackson with an X breaking up? You heard about that? Uh-huh. How you feel about that?" And that's just all the videos. And they're so creepy, and they upload so many for some weird ass reason. Oh, and on top of that, there's this one kid who's in like a background of every single one of them. So I'm convinced now that the stalker got another stalker. But like, why hasn't any of these TikTokers' parents gotten like a lawyer and just gotten a restraining order on these people? I have no idea. Because it'll be in the weirdest places too. It'll be like when they've just come off the airport and you're just like, how did you know that? Are you a flight attendant? Like, what? I'm so confused. Like, do they just have agents stationed at every corner? It's so bad, but it's so funny. Like, anytime you see the TikToker's face, they just lose a little bit of hope. They're just like, God, this guy again, really? Really? Come on. So yeah, it's paparazzi's a whole nother thing. But I think the main point of this video is just me talking about how I think that the launch of TikTok and the amount of popular influencers that have come from it is a very interesting thing to analyze. I know this hasn't been exactly analytical, you know, me walking around. I mean, I got the turtleneck. That's pretty, like, Steve Jobsy, you know. All right, anyway, so the moral of the story is, what is the moral of the story? The moral of the story is, don't be stupid, get a restraining order, and never, ever, ever go into one of my videos expecting quality ever again, because it's just going to be a sharp decline from your boys and girls and other. So, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, why don't you like, comment, and subscribe? And if you didn't, then the dislike button works fine. But just know that I will have you on a permanent list of people I hate. So, get ready for that. All right. I'll see you next time. Bye.